What up? Ricardo is back with another rant, train of thought, or story, but definitely with another beer. Whoop, whoop. Do you want to hear a story about when I thought that I got coronavirus via a terrorist plot? Okay, let's talk about it. New Year's Eve last year, I was in London. Cool. Me and my friend Whitley had a blast, whatever. So like back then, it was like, you know, January. There was no real like, I mean, we were aware of COVID, but it wasn't like everywhere. And like, you know, like we weren't really tripping. We were just like, ignorance is bliss and such, as is the American way and apparently the British way. But we weren't really tripping off COVID. But I do remember seeing stories about it and kind of being like, oh, that's kind of scary, right? So I knew how serious it was. And like, it's just like, I know we were closer to China because we're in the UK. Long story short, we were flying back from London. And I believe we had a layover in New York. We're coming to SFO, so it's like a 6-hour flight or something like that. Bruh. Whitley got to sit in the back, and I say got to sit in the back in another aisle because she's so lucky she didn't have to sit where I was sitting. Because this dude, I was on the aisle seat. I was in the aisle seat. There was this guy in the middle, and then there was a woman next to him in the window seat. And a few times he was like coughing, and it's just like, okay, well, he was kind of like doing his best to like cover his cough. Mostly using his hands, which is really bad. But I was just like, okay, this is cool. I'll just keep my space, right? Well, let me tell you, the last like maybe hour, 45 minutes of the flight, he has like a coughing fit. Like it's just cough, cough, cough. And the worst thing is, he's not even bothering to cover his mouth at this time. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, okay, this is not good. I was kind of like tripping out, but I was like, also, am I being paranoid? But also like, who coughs with their mouth open? And it's just like, even if you don't have COVID, I don't want your cold, And I thought maybe because, maybe it's racist of me to think, but the woman next to him was a white lady that she was gonna be like, excuse me, can you please cover your mouth when you cough? You need to cover your mouth. But she didn't say anything. She was also kind of like put off by it because it's human nature to want to stay away from the sick person. We land here, and I'm just like, okay, cool, that was weird. And I told Whitley about it, like he's just coughing and coughing and coughing without covering his mouth. And then I get home and I'm just like, feeling really weird, really anxious. Like I felt like I was gonna pass out a few times. Like I just did not feel good. Mind you though, me and Whitley had been up for literally like 26 hours at that point. And so I was just like, oh my God. Like I was sitting there smoking weed with my partner and I was like, bro, what if like I have COVID? And like this is how it feels. Like the beginning of it. And I got it from that guy. I was like, what if that guy was part of like some terrorist group or something and was like put on our plane to America or to California to spread COVID on a plane by coughing it up on everybody. Like I was freaking out. I was so scared. I was like, I don't know. I know now it was probably exhaustion, which seems like extreme, but like I was shivering, shaking, really cold. Like I don't know, my partner was freaking out for me, but I was okay in the long run. But the next day I woke up and I was like, oh, I feel fine. I just needed to sleep. And I was just like, what the f was I thinking? That someone was on a plane giving corona to people voluntarily. I mean, I guess people could do that. And it seems like a plot for a movie. Isn't that crazy that was like where my brain went? I just watched too much TV. Too much TV. Yeah, if you guys have ever had any like outrageous scenarios that you've played out in your head that are way out of field, like way out of like, what the f, that's never gonna happen. But in the moment you're like, oh my God, this could have happened. Let me know, I wanna hear about it. I want the tea. Otherwise, stay safe and I will see you guys in the next video. Mother When I say that, it's out of love, just so you guys know. Okay? Cool. Okay, bye.